Money is great in EU4. It allows you to do things like pay for your troops, pay for your buildings, or most crucially, put into a big pile and look at it. However, there are multiple methods of making money in EU4, like tax income, production income, and trade income. Production income, for example, depends on many different factors, such as the value of your local trade good, the autonomy of the province, the development of the province, and the astrological sign of the province. For example, this province in Malaya was added to the game on the 27th of April 2021, making it a Taurus. Taurus provinces tend to have a good production income in the winter, but tend to struggle in the summer, unless Venus is in retrograde, at which point all bets are off. This tends to get complicated pretty quickly, hence why I strongly suggest sticking with trade efficiency for your sources of money. As with trade, you only have to worry about the obnoxious finance bros, which, while equally annoying, are at least consistent. Furthermore, they can be fed a pretty cheap diet of funny JPEGs, which is much less maintenance than horse riding equipment, a requirement in maintaining good relations with anyone affected by astrology. Now, where was I? Alright, stacking trade efficiency in EU4. Let's get to stacking that now. Disclaimers, when I started stacking this, I didn't realize it was capped at 200%, meaning that today I'll be pursuing a more permanent approach to getting that plus 200%. There'll be plenty of solutions here, an incredible amount of them, which you're free to discuss in the comments, but here I'm merely going to be presenting one possible route and one possible solution. As always, we will be ironman mode compatible, achievement compatible, with no customizations. With all that out of the way, let's begin. So I've avoided getting non-permanent modifiers as much as possible, the idea being in that by 1821 you should have the 200% pretty constantly. However, there is the final 10% which got kind of annoying to get. As such, I'm going to require plus 10% from the ruler personality, which is going to be our least permanent modifier. With that out of the way, let's begin properly, in earnest. The country we'll be selecting for this is going to be, funnily enough, Venice, because Venice contains 20% trade efficiency in their ideas, which is what we're going to be keeping until the end of the game. Since the routing includes having maximum trade efficiency by 1821, I'm going to be including all of the trade efficiency buffs from diplomatic technology. Again, this can be avoided by just firing some events, but I'm going for the permanent approach. We will also be getting another 10% trade efficiency from the trade efficiency advisor. Next, as Venice, we need to make a quick pit stop in Morocco and get yourself... Yeah, you can read the word on the screen. I'm not even going to try pronouncing that. But at level 3 gives you 10% trade efficiency as a global modifier until the end of the game. Next, you will need to get the burghers above 60 influence and make sure they're at least neutral towards you, which will give you 20% trade efficiency. Now we need to get another 10% trade efficiency from our religion. We have a couple options, but the one I must in earnest recommend is going to be reformed, allowing us to get a fervent focus on trade, giving us another 10% trade efficiency. Other options do exist, but I think reformed as Venice is probably the easiest one to pick up. Now it's time to talk ideas. For the surprise of no one, make sure you start with trade ideas. While you're doing this, you will need to make a quick pit stop at theocracy, so that you can pick up divine ideas, but don't worry, we'll be flipping out of them later anyway. Next, you will need to get yourself economic ideas, and to the happiness of every multiplayer player out there, you will now need to get yourself quality ideas. Next, you will need administrative ideas, followed by offensive ideas. Finally, we will finish all of this off with expansion ideas. Remarkably, we only pick up 10% trade efficiency here from the national trade policy and trade ideas. The rest of all of these idea groups are actually picked up for the policies, which are going to be the Statute of Monopolies for 10% trade efficiency, Solidarity for another 10% trade efficiency, Class Quality Act for 15% trade efficiency, the Encouragement of the Merchant Navy for 10% trade efficiency, the Public Road Act for 10% trade efficiency, and we'll get to our last policy after we flip back to being a republic so that we can get another government reform for another possible diplomatic policy, which we will need to get our final 10% trade efficiency from the importation. So make sure you keep Venetian ideas for this. But now you need to go and form the Netherlands. And here make sure we do not abandon our roots. If you've done this as a theocracy, you will pick up the Millenist theocracy, allowing you to get monarch points from forcing converting other countries per their development. Yes, this can absolutely be exploited, and if you haven't seen this already, a video by the student goes into wonderful details of how to abuse this. However, we will need to go and proclaim the Dutch Republic. And as tempted as a Calvinist republic for own territory dice roll bonuses is, we're actually here for the Dutch Republic, giving us 10% trade efficiency. Next, at tier 8, we'll need to empower the burghers for another 5% trade efficiency. Then get the moral principle at tier 10 for a diplomatic possible policy. This will allow us to pick up 10% trade efficiency from the diplomatic policies. We should have retained Venetian ideas for the 20% trade efficiency this whole time. Finally, having a merchant assigned to the trade node you're collecting in this case the English Channel as a point of demonstration, will provide you with the final 10% trade efficiency. which should allow you to achieve the maximum 200% possible trade efficiency. As always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. A like and a sub would be appreciated, but that is all I have time for today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.